The shoreline is quiet tonight. Small waves reach the sand, then pull away again. Nothing stays exactly where it was. And there may be a part of you that understands that feeling more than you wish you did. Because sometimes life does not fall apart. It simply starts feeling distant. You continue showing up. You continue responding. You continue moving through the responsibilities and routines that make up ordinary days. But somewhere beneath all of that movement, a strange feeling begins to grow. A feeling that you have somehow drifted away from your own life. Not dramatically, not all at once, just enough to notice. Just enough to wonder why certain things no longer feel like they belong to you the way they once did. A dream that used to feel alive may now feel far away. A version of yourself you once knew well may seem harder to reach. Even simple moments can carry the sense that you are standing slightly outside your own story, watching it continue without fully feeling connected to it. That feeling can be difficult to explain, especially because life often continues functioning. The bills get paid, the work gets done, people still know your name. From the outside, very little appears different. But internally, there can be a quiet question. When did I start feeling so far away from myself? The shoreline continues its rhythm. Arrive, touch, return. Arrive, touch, return. The waves do not hold on to where they have been. They simply meet the shore and move again. That rhythm stays close, not because it provides an answer, because it mirrors something. There are seasons when life asks so much of a person that they slowly stop participating in their own experience. Not intentionally, not consciously, they simply learn to keep going. And sometimes, keeping going becomes such a familiar skill that it quietly replaces living. The nervous system becomes efficient, capable, responsible, prepared. But somewhere inside that efficiency, parts of the self can become harder to hear. Desires become quieter. Curiosity becomes quieter. Wonder becomes quieter. Not gone, just quieter. The body often notices before the mind does. The breath becomes slightly guarded. The shoulders remain ready. The chest carries an effort that no longer remembers exactly what it is trying to protect. And eventually a strange loneliness appears. Not loneliness from being alone. Loneliness from feeling disconnected from your own presence. The shoreline remains steady. Arrive, touch, return. This time the rhythm feels different, less like movement, more like remembering. Because what if belonging was never lost? The thought arrives gently, not as a conclusion, only as a possibility. For a long time, it may have seemed as though the distance meant something had disappeared, that the connection was broken, that the version of you who felt alive, hopeful, inspired, or deeply present no longer existed. But what if distance is not disappearance? The body responds before the mind fully understands why. The breath loosens slightly, the jaw eases, more weight is being held by the ground beneath you. Nothing has been solved, yet less effort is needed. That matters. Because perhaps the story never moved on without you. Perhaps you were simply carrying too much to notice you were still inside it. The waves continue, arrive, touch, return. The rhythm no longer feels like separation. It feels like participation. Life keeps arriving, even during uncertain seasons, even during tired seasons, even during seasons when you cannot fully feel it. A gull crosses the shoreline. Its call briefly breaks the quiet, then disappears into the distance. For a moment, attention follows it, and when it returns, something feels slightly different. The story no longer feels so far away. Not because everything suddenly makes sense, because the distance itself begins to soften. There may be chapters you would not have chosen. There may be detours you still do not understand. There may be dreams that change shape before they could fully arrive. Yet somehow you are still here. Still becoming, still growing, still moving through experiences that continue shaping who you are. The nervous system settles a little deeper. The chest has more room. The future feels less closed. And without forcing it, another realization begins to emerge. You do not need to become someone else to belong here. You do not need to return to an old version of yourself. You do not need to recover a perfect past. Life is not asking you to go backward. It is inviting you forward. Not toward certainty, toward participation. Toward presence, toward connection, toward the possibility that you still belong in the life that is unfolding. Arrive, touch, return. The rhythm returns again, and now it feels almost comforting. Because every wave belongs to the ocean, even while it is moving. Every season belongs to the year, even while it is changing. Every chapter belongs to the story, even while it remains unfinished. And perhaps you belong here too, not someday, not after everything is figured out, not after every question is answered. Here, now, inside this unfinished becoming. The shoreline stretches beyond what can currently be seen. The night continues opening. The waves continue arriving. And your story continues too, not finished, not forgotten, not left behind. Still moving, still unfolding, still making room for what comes next. Life has not moved on without you. You are still here, still becoming, still belonging. And somewhere beyond this moment, something beautiful is still opening.